to Indianapolis Raceway Park. John Kernan, Bill Weber down here on pit road. And Dr. Jerry Puncher up in the booth. The potential problem with the series points leader, Chad Little, as the car developing somewhat of a problem. It's either in the carburetor or it's prematurely tripping the rev limiter. That means he's not able to run up to his maximum RPM. So they would like to get a caution, get down here and pit, see if they can fix the problem. Gary?
As you're watching Chad Little now make a move on the inside of Kevin LePage. That is for 17th position. LePage on the outside. And Little on the inside of there, side by side. And here's a man that's been on the move. Mike Wallace in the car number 90. Garon Paints Ford. Barry Owen on machine. That is Wallace with the car number 6 of Tommy Houston right behind him. And he is being shown in 5th position.
Wallace has come on up through there, but his car's getting very, very loose. Houston is really working on him. Got trouble there. Hey, we got the lights knocked out last night. And it looks like we got the lights knocked out again. The caution is out.
That happened in the truck race last night. One of the truck drivers getting sideways up there. And car sliding broadside down the backstretch. And once again, Dad, that car has hit the light pole broadside.
Chris Diamond in the J&L Motors car. We saw Chris moving around in the car. Hopefully he's okay. But he hit that thing sideways and really hit it hard. And he knocked that light out. Still lucky. In fact, I know it knocked that light out. It's pretty dark over there in turn 3.
Let's see if we can see what happened. Now, Diamond's car is the blue car. Gets a little tap from behind.
Yep, sure does. And around he goes. Was that the Elton Sawyer car that tapped him?
Looks like it might have been Sawyer once he got him sideways. There are the flaps coming up. Now, he has no control, and there's that light pole. There's a barricade there in front of the light pole, a concrete barricade that car has come to rest against. Pit stop taking place. Let's go to John Kernan.
From this side, the left side, we can't see any of the damage, but I can see the cruise on the right front. Apparently, Johnny got up against somebody, got a little bit of a sheet metal pushed in. They had to pull it back. Now on the left side, tires going on. Here comes Chad Little will be coming in. David Green, they're coming around to the left side. Johnny Benson's crew is going to win the race off pit road as Elton Sawyer follows and Jason Keller. And look at that, Bobby Dodder, a great pit stop for them. Also, Johnny Ruffley as he leaves pit road. Chad Little is also in. They're changing right side tires now, coming around to the left side. We would anticipate Chad, after getting service, will come back in. And what they're going to do, guys, they've got a rev limiter chip that they're going to replace the next time live if the caution will be long enough. And Chad, they're just now making the chassis adjustments. The left side tires have changed. He is down the way. I think we'll see him back on pit road next time by.
Riding along with Chad Little. They made a chassis adjustment as well on the Chad Little car. And as you heard John Kernan say, they will come back in apparently and put another rev limiter chip in the car because he had moved up from 34th to about 18th, and that's where he had sort of stalled.
Well, there are 21 cars on the lead lap. That's what the scoring is showing right now. And Chad is back there, the last car on the lead lap, so he'll catch up to the field perhaps and come back in the next time. So he really doesn't have anything to lose by coming in again.
We are under caution for the 3rd time today, and here again is what happened. Here is Chris Diamond's car sliding sideways toward the barricade, and watch the lights. It hits that pole, the lights shatter, and here is 24 hours ago, almost the same spot in the Super Truck race.
And this was the last lap. And that's Gary Santamont in the car, truck number 77, and he slides backwards into it. The lights went out. Well, it's time to go home then because the race was over.
That's an awfully sturdy light pole. 2 licks from 2 different kind of vehicles, and it's still standing. The bulbs went away, but the pole's still there. Under caution for the 3rd time at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Back in a moment. Stay with us. And Chad Little was just back on pit road a moment ago. They came back in and changed that rev limiter, we are told, and we're also hearing they may have an alternator problem in the car, which would explain maybe why the car's been missing a little bit.
Yeah, that could certainly make things not totally right under the hood. Don't know what they've been able to do about it, or if there is anything that they can do about it at this point.
Once again, we are working the 3rd caution flag of the evening, an incident, a rather frightening incident down the backstretch involving Chris Diamond.
Well, Jerry, Chad Little was back in. They did not replace the rev limiter chip. They got together and talked things over and decided it might be the alternator. So Mike Agee, the engine builder, has checked it out. It's measuring about 10 volts. It should be measuring a minimum of 12 volts. So they've got a spare battery out that if they got time, they might be changing that. Now let's go down pit road to Bill Weber.
And this is way down pit road. We're almost in turn 3 where Mike Wallace is pitting. He came in, got 4 tires. They put a round of wedge in. Had a little trouble with the left rear, so it was a little bit of a more lengthy pit stop than they had hoped. But if Mike Wallace was loose, then he should be even better. Tommy Houston put on 4 new tires, same air pressure as they started, so those 2 cars should be pretty good.
And take a look at our AutoZone race recap. Our leader is Johnny Benson, has led 45 laps, 1 lead change. Elton Sawyer was the pole sitter and led the first 51. Cautions 3 for 21 laps. The average speed 76.990. Our lap leader, just 2 of them. Elton Sawyer led 38, and Benson, our current leader, is 74. Cars that have been pulled behind the wall: Curtis Markham, Rodney Combs, Phil Parsons, Larry Pearson, and the latest retiree, Chris Diamond. That incident over on the backstretch. Not too bad for what has been a wild night here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Larry Pearson is back out there now after having made repairs, and we're going racing again.